Are there any homes for sale right now in the East Valley? Where did home values go up, if anywhere? And what part of the valley is so hot you might want to brush up on your MMA skills if you're going to buy a home? Find out all of this and more on this edition of the 480 Report. Before we get too deep into this, I just want to take a second to introduce myself. My name is Steve Duffy. I'm with JK Realty, and I'm your expert here in the East Valley to help you buy and sell homes. You can find me at duffmansellshouses.com, or you can call me at 480-363-0979. So let's take a look at the East Valley over the last year and kind of see where we're at today. Single family home listings are down roughly 30% from last year. The average sales price, however, after seeing a little bit of a dip at the beginning of the year, has come back, and we're down only year over year 1.5%. Your days on market have come up about 2 weeks, but it's still well below the national average. Despite the low inventory of homes are still selling, and the amount of homes sold is only down 10% year over year. So let's take a look at Mesa. Active listings in Mesa are down roughly 40% from last year, and down about 65 homes from last month. Average sales price here is down 4% from last year. And let's remember, this time last year we were seeing the interest rates steadily rising. Sales are down, but the absorption rate is still only 1.28 months, so about a month and a week, to be realistic. What that means is if no new homes come to the market, we would have 0 homes for sale in about 5 weeks. Mesa still is in a seller's market with the Cromford Index at 201.6. Just for a baseline, anything over 100 is considered a seller's market. So now let's take a look at Gilbert. There are practically no homes for sale in Gilbert. In all of Gilbert, there are only 238 homes for sale. Now, unfortunately, the average sales price is down about 10% over last year. Like everywhere else, days on market is up, but it's not unusually high. The Cromford Index in Gilbert is 206, still indicating a strong seller's market. Now let's take a look at Scottsdale. Scottsdale prices are down about 10% from last year, and homes are taking longer to sell, but we can expect that in Scottsdale because it is a much higher price point on average than the rest of the East Valley. In fact, you could almost say Scottsdale is kind of its own anomaly. So that's why I don't really include it in with my East Valley stats, because there is so many luxury properties there that it tends to throw off a lot of the numbers. Scottsdale is still showing to be a strong seller's market despite some of the price drops and the long days on market. They're showing a Cromford Index of 186. Like I said, still indicating a decent seller's market. Tempe is actually doing really, really well. Sales prices have gone up since last year, but there are only 54 sales the entire month of July and only 99 listings. The Cromford Index for Tempe is showing 131, indicating a seller's market, but not as strong as some other cities in the East Valley. So, Chandler's a little crazy right now. It is the strongest seller's market in the valley, and that's where I was saying you might want to brush up on your MMA skills because there might be a fight trying to get a home. The Cromford Index there is 325, and that's almost in the pandemic levels of where they had their index. But the reason for that is there's no inventory at all there either. There are only 137 homes for sale in Chandler. While the average sales price was down 4% from last year, there are only 2.5 weeks of inventory. Yes, you heard that right. 2.5 weeks of inventory. There is more demand in Chandler than supply by a long shot. Now let's look at the other side of the scale. Let's look at Queen Creek. Queen Creek is actually the slowest market in the East Valley. Homes are sitting on market there an average of 83 days, and the Cromford Index indicates a balanced market with a score of 110. Now let's look at Queen Creek's neighbor, Santan Valley. They're still low on listings compared to last year, so they have 254 listings on the market as of today, compared to 340 last year. But the days on market have almost doubled, but they're still below the national average. Monthly sales volume is down 25%. So that's it for this month's edition of the 480 Report. Hey, I can take this information and get it even more granular than we've got here. So if you want a specific neighborhood or specific zip code, drop it in the comments. Let me know what you want to hear. Love to hear from you.